Stop fucking opening. I fucking hate Teams. Like, I fucking can't stand it. Can't stand it. Fingers are crossed that we're finally going to get some progress. Start. Come on, preview. Just work on Instagram. Maybe. Hey, what's up?
What's up, bro?
I can't talk right now, bro.
Okay. Can you tell me when you can?
It's gonna be a while.
What?
It's gonna be a while. I'm about to go live, and I'm literally running late for a date, and then I have another call I have to make. I'm just not a great time. That's all. That's why I said I can't call right now.
Love you, bro.
Love you too. Bye.
Have a good day.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. What is going on, Instagram? Like, what is wrong with you, Instagram? I don't get it. It's frustrating. Why is technology just fucking me? I just don't get it. I'm just trying to get this done. Being a good guy. Instagram just busting my chops, man. Just big time busting chops. Like, that's all I can explain it as. I just want to get this done. Come on, just preview, man. Just preview, preview, preview. Let's go. All right, got Instagram Live. Facebook's just about to start. I don't know why technology and me are not getting along, which is fine. I'm usually pretty good with tech, but not gonna cry about it every day. Good news is the phone's actually great. I cleared up like 40 gigs of memory. I found like a bunch of videos that were just taking up like a ton of space. Took forever, like basically the past 2 days to get them into my computer, but that's all saved now. It's actually funny. You might want to check out like your settings if you're on an iPhone. There's a lot of things that like they try to optimize the memory and where it saves to, and so it actually like creates like HEIC. It doesn't really matter, but the file format essentially isn't very easy to. It's not compatible, so there's ways to choose like it save it as like a more compatible version. You can like Google it. Maybe I'll post the link, kind of explaining it, but it just will make things a lot easier if you ever have to do what I did. And unfortunately, some of these videos might never actually be able to play on my computer. Not really sure, but you know, being a technology guy, I'm pretty sure if I have the files, they'll exist. But today's theme, gonna kind of throw that away. Today's theme is setting boundaries. You know, taking baby steps and leading to giant leaps. Gonna try to keep it short today, which is easier said than done. Just kind of burn my wheels for 30 minutes there, but definitely will try to keep us under 15 minutes or less. I'm actually grabbing coffee with a new friend, someone I met on like a dating app. I'm not really in a place where like I'm ready to date full time, but I'm like always open to meeting people and just, you know, they seem like a cool person, like they'd be like worth meeting and stuff like that. So who knows? They asked to go on a coffee date, setting up. We'll see how it goes. I kind of like to have like nonchalant first dates like that where it's really like a no pressure situation. And in that way, you know, if things don't work out, coffee's cheap enough. You can kind of just move on and do other things. That's at one down the road. Kind of noticed my camera's messing up. I'm going to do this in the meantime. But yeah, that's down the road. It's pretty close. So as long as I leave within 15 minutes, should be good to go there. Not too worried about it. But it'd be nice to meet the person. Their teachers seem like they're smart. I don't know if they like wrote books or there's like a picture where there's kind of a book that they're reading in front of a library or something like that. Could be just them volunteering. I don't know. It'd be interesting to learn. Always trying to meet new writers and stuff like that. That's part of my intrigue. Cool. So the person who reached out yesterday, good news is they survived the night, which is important. You know, they didn't freeze to death, which is good. I've actually been working on setting them up with kind of a bed and a men's shelter, which I guess are pretty nice. They're basically like hotel rooms. Definitely want to encourage anyone who's struggling or having a hard time. Keep reaching out to me. Definitely, you know, you can use your friend Google to start, but that's ultimately, you know, I don't mind Googling and helping people out that way. I know my purpose in life. Thank you, Franny, from saying purpose last night. I kind of was thrown off with what you put in the comments, but that was exactly the word I was searching for. But my purpose is helping people, right? And so I want to help people. Definitely want people to reach out. I'm going to do my best. Maybe eventually start like some sort of like nonprofit coaching thing or something like that so I can, you know, either take donations. There's a lot of things you can do with a nonprofit. I kind of dislike the idea of nonprofit because most people actually, you know, make a good amount of money and stuff like that off of it. But yeah, you know, kind of conflicted with a nonprofit approach, but it might be a way to kind of get people trained to help others and just, you know, put that out there. There's also like social workers that exist. So who knows exactly what it'll be, but for now, I'm happy to point people in the right direction, share my resources. I'm not stingy by any means. I know people who have used government assistance. I myself, when I first got out of college, was on SNAP. I'm making so little money that I'm like looking for SNAP benefits again. They don't make it easy. There's also been a few months in between where it'd be nice to get some unemployment, but that's something in itself. You basically have to call right at 8:30 a.m. Or there's like no one there to answer. So like I said, definitely feel free to reach out. I'm here to help. I want to help. So, you know, don't feel bad. Don't feel like you're bothering me. Reach out to other people too. You know, if you think they're struggling and you have ways to help people, it's always good to give back and you will feel better doing it. Yeah, I'm not going to go into details for the sake of my family and the people involved, but there's just been a lot of tough decisions being made. Um, you know, it's a pretty critical time for some people, and they're struggling as well. If you can just like put them in your prayers, I've been praying for them. You know, part of the boundaries and stuff like that, normally I would really stress out and try to solve all the problems. You can't solve every problem. And even when I'm helping people, like I can just offer assistance and guidance and information. Ultimately, you as a person needs to take the steps, or, you know, you who's committed to a person's well being needs to help them take action. Even if you are committed to someone's well being, if they're not willing to help themselves, there's very little you can do. So definitely don't beat yourself up there. Oh, thought I had a comment. Yeah. But don't beat yourself up. Just do the best you can. Give people the resources they need to help themselves. But if they're not willing to help themselves, there's really no point in you wasting your breath or efforts. But definitely, if you guys could say a prayer for my family, it's nothing bad. Like no one's died or anything like that. It's not dire, I guess, but it is something that has been going on for like a few years, and just we're close to that end goal. But it's harder than ever. So that would be much appreciated. So be it. You might have seen some posts for me that are just kind of random. Apologies. Sorry, I'm not sorry. It's just I'm cleaning my phone, like I said, and I did put some on the computer and kind of save it to a hard drive. But some of it was just hard to move. It was too long, whatever it be. And I just posted some. So there might be others that are coming. Even the unicycle was something that happened a few weeks ago. And I was just like, better get it up there now before suddenly I look a year later and it's just like crazy delayed. Feel free to ignore it. Some of it's funny. Some of it's just kind of whatever. Ultimately building up my content, probably getting it on YouTube and stuff like that, just so that there's, more stuff to reference. I got stand-up tonight. I actually rewrote a lot of my jokes, kind of reordered them, how I'm going to say them. I'm like at the benefit of having a lot of material, and it's pretty funny material. Like I even am kind of leaving some things out because maybe they're just not quite worked out yet, or maybe too aggressive or not quite. Maybe I haven't earned the right to tell the joke. Something just feedback I've gotten. I don't want to swear too much. I don't want to off-put people. That was even the first time I did. I was in a bookstore, so I had to be like very selective with how I went about my jokes. But I'm excited to kind of test it out. I think my dad might be coming tonight, so I'm going to try to get that recorded. And then afterwards, I'm going to go to the Comedy Cabana. I'm hoping I don't have to pay. But if I do, see what I can do for a deal. I'll probably get in there a little late, but it'd be cool to see some people. I might pay this time and just be like, hey, next time, whatever it is. I'm not trying to be cheap or anything like that. I do plan on going fairly regularly. If you are looking for comedy in the Myrtle Beach area, Comedy Cabana is great. They just opened up for the season longer. So I think they were just open, I want to say like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or maybe Friday, Saturday during the winter. They are now open Thursday through Sunday, I believe. And they will have one show a night during the week. And I think it's going to start to pick up, but during the week, you can see it from like 7 to 9:30, maybe 8 to 9:30. I don't know. I'd get there at 7. There's a nice place to hang out and stuff like that. Plenty of people to meet. Definitely Google it. Pretty soon I'll have the better updates, but ultimately there'll be 2 shows during the weekend, worth noting. So, my reach goal today is to get to the gym. I know that sounds sad, but I just have a lot of stuff lined up, from now kind of through the open mic and then also going to Comedy Cabana. That's partly why I did a live earlier today. I just wanted to make sure that I could get the live out there and stay committed to my goals. So that's important to me. And I also just need to reach out to some of my buyers, the active ones. I also got an email back kind of from my client on like a pest inspection that we're scheduling. So just nailing down that, taking on like my real estate mindset after this date. We're probably going to be talking like 2:30 at that point, and then I'll only have like 4 hours to go until the open mic. And so within that window, I'd really love to get a lot of like real estate work done. I did go out and see a lot of properties, so just going to kind of send those along. And one thing I want to mention is I'm looking to invest, as I've said before. And so I've got my eyes set on some of those places. It's just right now about securing the funding. So I'm trying to get like $250,000 loan. Easier said than done. I have about probably like 20 grand I could put down. Not that I would be comfortable putting that whole amount down, but I might try to do something that's like a 3.5% FHA. See what I can do purchasing it. And it's a little awkward because for FHA, you have to live there as your primary. And I'm looking more short-term rentals. But if that helps me get my foot in the door, I'm perfectly fine moving into that place and then renting out my current house, as like a long-term rental, because I'm not technically supposed to do short-term, so I wouldn't feel comfortable doing short-terms for like 6 months at a time. Man, the timing would be great, but I could ultimately get some trouble with the HOA. So not trying to ruffle any feathers by any means. Definitely want to stick by the books. As a realtor, it's always good to kind of stay within the ethics and the laws, otherwise you can get kind of blacklisted, I think the word is, or disbarred, even worse. And then the last thing I'll just say is I canceled my life insurance policy. It's a huge step. The guy didn't really want to do it, and I get where he's coming from. Like, certainly I don't want to jinx myself or anything like that, but I just didn't see it as fully working for me. I am going to a term life policy, so it'd be something like $50 a month. If anyone has any interest, the guy's great. He has my best interest in mind, and sometimes you need like a devil's advocate or like a contrarian to give you that other point of view. He himself has like a massive life insurance policy with all his kind of cash products and stuff like that. So that makes me feel good. It's not like he's selling me something he himself doesn't believe in, but just, each individual is different. For me, I really like real estate. So I'm trying to take some of that money that I invested, kind of eat the $8,000 lost there, but no reason to keep it up. I am a little hesitant to order signs and stuff like that because my company BRG is like doing a rebranding. So some of their like logos are going to change. Maybe the colors, not really sure exactly what that means, but they kind of said hold off on signs. That being said, I do want to get stuff for my landscaping business and the moving company. And so definitely tomorrow is going to be the day where I nail that down. I need to order this stuff. I keep saying it, and then the fear of spending money is getting in my way. And I know I said last thing already, but I'm excited because tomorrow I get to pick up the script for the play and we do a read through on Sunday. But yeah, stay tuned. If I have time later today, I might do a quick update to keep everyone informed. But I'm just happy to get on here. I feel blessed. I feel grateful. Everyone who's reached out to me, I really appreciate it. And just I encourage others to not only reach out, but like add your comments, add your thoughts. Like, did something I say spark an idea or something in the past that worked for you? A book that you've read, a person that you've read about. I'm loving all the resources. People are sending a lot of stuff like messages, and I'm not really comfortable like sharing what people say necessarily beyond like anonymizing it. But I would love for people to really just get comfortable posting. Franny's up there posting a bunch. I know Joe, one of my workout buddies, is looking at it because he was like, oh, you have that one lady posting a bunch. Well, hey, Joe, if you see this, come on, let's get a post out there. I know you're crushing those weights, being a beast. You know what I mean? But would love to hear from you on these. Even if it's just a joke, I can take it. I got thick skin. But yeah, so sorry to everyone watching on Facebook and YouTube. I was looking kind of down at the Instagram. I will get it figured out so that we're all together. Instagram was fighting me on this one. But at the end of the day, I wasn't going to let that stop me from getting the video out there. I really appreciate everyone looking and keeping up the support. Check me out. I'll be open house Sunday. Just always want to put that out there. I'm sure you'll see my promotional video soon. And I hope you all have a great day. It's noon, 1 o'clock. If you had a bad morning, just throw that out the door. It was a nightmare, bad dream. The rest of your day can still be great. And I hope you get to enjoy it. All right. Facebook is Dunzo and Instagram. Peace out. All right, sorry, I thought YouTube was done too, but I'm going to say toodaloo.